presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
This is awesome. Come on, parlez-vous. We're going over to Paris. What's happening?
Hey, Tom, it's Adam from Paris. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Adam, yourself?
That's good. Long time no talk. I appreciate everything you've done for me and my family over the years. So
well, we appreciate you growling a problem with us.
Yeah, sir. I've done gold reports and all the softwares and all your books and read it. Generational thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. It's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you're as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to the question, you won't have to make the assumption because you will know the truth. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 305. NASDAQ is up 6. S&P's down 31. Gold contract up $10.90, trading at $19.21 an ounce. We have silver down 16 cents, $21.87 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $3.10, $68.23 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up a full point plus 9 ticks at 115.05. The 30-year up a full point plus 25 ticks at 131.23. And King Dollar. King Dollar right now up 997 ticks, trading 104.594. The euro is out here at 105. The yen is at a price point of 133, and the British pound is at 120 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. I'm going to put the futures up here because this has been quite a morning and afternoon. And we're going to show you here, you know, this whatever this bar was, 40 minutes ago, it was quite a bar. And it's like, okay, is the market just saying, okay, that, you know, basically rates are going to basically go right back down again? So that bar right there, that is a bar, man. That is a bar and a half. That's a bar with 90... That 9? Yeah, 90. Yeah, 94,000 contracts. And check it out. This is where this gets interesting. This is where it's like, okay, man, you're right at the 0.618. So we'll see. We'll see where this baby shakes out. Now, we're going to be starting another bar in a second here. If we go over to the NQs, we take a look at the NQs. The NQs, compared to where the market has been all day, folks, the NQs have been strong all day. You know, the NQs, at the beginning of the day, you know, way down into the 12,096 area, but it basically took off pretty quick, actually before the market even was open. So the NQs, what the NQs just did, the NQs just got over the high of yesterday. Now the kicker is going to be, they're going to stay over that high. That high that we're talking about is 12,360. 12,360. So what may happen here is this. This is a danger point. Let me explain what this danger point is. See this pop, the last pop on the 10-minute, those are always dangerous. And the reason being is this, is that whoever was pushing that, meaning it's going to be a fund, they were seeing if there's more buy stops up there. You know, and there weren't. That's the bottom line. There weren't. So when there isn't, okay, the bottom line is that whoever is trying to push that, they're saying, okay, man, maybe I'm going to go the other way. You see this a lot when you have big downdrafts that have been in place for a while, and, you know, there's a larger operator here that's trying to probe to see if something's there. So that's a danger spot. That is absolutely a danger spot. We go to the gold contract. We take a look at the gold contract out here. What do you have inside the gold contract? You higher again. You have volume again. nice move, man. That's the bottom line, you know. So 365,000 contracts. It's taken out a swing. This doesn't have the volume, you know, in order to basically be an ABC structure up because we had so much volume on, let's see, what day is today? Today's Wednesday, on Monday. And you're going into big volume. But this is strong, you know. The equities themselves should actually be stronger, and they're not. So, you know, that's volatility in spades, though. That's the reality. Because when there's so much selling pressure, period, that has to do with everything. Now, what the big deal was out here today, folks, is that you had Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse, you know, bottom line, you know, Credit Suisse has been like in a dramatic, real, like TV show. I mean, it seems like, let me put this back. It seems like we've been going on this for 15 years or something. That's what it really seems like. Well, that was Deutsche Bank. But anyway, Credit Suisse, you can see, I just put this back to 2009. Credit Suisse has gone from, what, $42, you're down to $1.97. And this is saying that Credit Suisse is going out of business. Because you can see it's already breaking a B point, broken it with volume. And there's just, I mean, it's going out of business. Where the real danger comes in, and this is where I'm sure the Fed is scrambling like crazy right now, the danger has to do with, folks, the counter-trend parties. What happens in the broker-dealer business and the banking business in general is that there's huge amounts of derivatives. So, in picture, what you have with the derivative package is the aspect of who's on the counter-trend party of that derivative. That's the key. So there's going to be plenty of banks, plenty of our banks that are on that counter-trend party. Now, all day long, they've been hedging themselves because the bottom line is that you can buy insurance, and the insurance went through the moon this morning. It went as high as it did in 2008. So that's saying that, guess what? It's going to bust. Just a matter of how it's going to bust and, you know, what it's going to take with it when it busts. So that's what you're looking at out here. And, you know, so let's hope we'll find out who else doesn't have any bathing suit on in this particular case. You know, and then what we're also finding out today is that who actually are creditors of Silicon National Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, rather. So high volume equities out here. Yeah, so that big pop there, that was when Switzerland finally came out and said that the Switzerland National Bank come out and says, okay, yeah, we're talking with, you know, basically Credit Suisse. Well, good, you can talk all you want, and we'll see whether technically the way that's set up, they're going to be out of business, and I mean ASAP. You have Tesla right now is down 375. We have Charles Schwab up $2. You got, well, let's go into the NDX first. NDX. So inside the NDX, the strength out here. Your Sirius Satellite up 3, Netflix is up 3, Google's up 2.5. Taken away from it, what is that? Diamondback Energy's down 7. You have Baker Hughes down 5.5. And Microchip Technologies off 3.5. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down at 366. Nasdaq's off 10. S&Ps are off 39. Let's go inside the Dow and see the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials out here. Point-wise, what we have, you have, let's see, Goldman Sachs, negative 77. Boeing, 68. You got Caterpillar, 59. Chevron, 49. JP Morgan, 42. In the positive, Microsoft, positive 30. Amgen, 23. And Home Depot, 11. If we get back to this, so it was the statement. There's a statement that was coming out from Credit Suisse and the Swiss National Bank out here. That's what that popped that market. I'm looking at it right now. And so this is what they're yapping out of. They're yapping out about that the bank leaders and government officials have talked about options, including separating the bank's Swiss unit and then a long shot orchestrated tie-up with the larger Swiss rival USB. Yeah, this is just, we'll see what the counterparty risk is the biggest thing out here. There are people that are scrambling in a monster way right now. That's the real bottom line. As to the aspect of how much you're on the hook for. So what that means specifically, folks, let's say that, here's person A, or company B. You're doing business with them, right? In the derivative positions, folks, are huge, okay, in the market. I mean, by the billions, okay? So what ends up happening is that this is Credit Suisse right here, and this is just some other bank, right? The real bottom line is that whatever positions that they're putting on, the other banks are saying, can I get paid if my position is going to basically come in the money? Well, what the other banks are doing right now is that they're going into the insurance market, and they blew the insurance market apart, which they should do. I mean, there's insurance is, no matter how expensive the insurance is, they should have it. That's the reality, okay? That's what it comes down to. And, as one of our Tigers are saying, in the den is like, who's going to bail out a $500 billion company? Listen, I mean, Credit Suisse just might be too big. And if that's the case, too big to bail out. The United States is a lot bigger than Switzerland. That's the real bottom line. when it comes down to it. I mean, in a monster way, too. So we'll see where this shakes out. But this is not over by any means. It's not even close either, okay? There's going to be other, things inside balance sheets, the whole ball of wax that everyone always gets over their head. I mean, it's a non-stop deal. I mean, it just blows my mind, and it really doesn't blow my mind now because it just continually happens. It always happens, too. It just depends on how many years it happens between the last one. That's what it seems to come down to. We got to take a look at the, we got to go look at oil. Okay, so this is oil. We were talking about this breakdown yesterday, man, and it was here. Man, you talk about break. It broke in one day. So let me get clean, and there we go. Okay, so I'm going to get this because oil looks to me like, wait till you hear this, man, because if this break is decisive. So this break here can get us to, if I take the top 70, 82, that gets you 58. So we're at 68. 58 would be the next move. I'm just bringing this back a bit. Okay, so the next swing low is 62. 58's the move. And as soon as you get inside, as soon as you get inside 65, man, you're in the lower range, man. You get in this lower range. And, that lower range there is 65 down to 42. That's that way. Now let's do this because you could have an ABC down. Oh, let me do this. I'm going to do this we just might have an ABC down. Let me do the active contract. No. So on the active contract, the way I would look at this is that, we were talking about the consolidation, and so the way that I would do a price projection on that, you broke the consolidation, and the consolidation, the high of the consolidation was 82, almost 83. The bottom was 71. So you got, what did I say, 83? So you got like $12. Yeah, it's like, that's 58. So 58. 58 is the number. That's how it shakes out. If we go to the XLE, you're going to see it's going to be pretty quick. It's going to be fast and furious here. Same deal. You get a total breakdown. If you do the same type of... Let me bring this back first. If I do this first on a weekly... yeah. I mean, this just wants to run down to the bottom of consolidation, which is 65. And that's a monster consolidation. There's no doubt about that. But that's what they like to do. That's what oil likes to do on a continual basis. That's how it shakes out. We got to take a look at the. Let's go take a look at silver. Silver out here. You got 8,500 contracts. That's interesting. That's short volume, man. There it is, short volume. There's no doubt about that. Is that right? Oh, no, 85,000 contracts. 85,000 contracts. Okay, 85,000. That's a good number. The thing that's going to get interesting here, folks, is this. Is that we know that we have inflation raging, right? And the Fed has gone up like beyond belief. All of that being said and done, when the banking systems are breaking down, the money spigots are going to open up once again beyond belief. I mean, if we've learned anything, that's what happens. So, there's plenty. There were plenty of bets also. The thing that's a mind blower to me is that there were plenty of bets that before the end of the year the rates would go down, and it's a mind blower that hey, guess what, man? You get the tail risk is already out here, and yeah, to answer the question, is the Fed done tightening? I think they are, man. I think the market is looking at it. The market is almost seeing it, and I know it sounds bizarre that okay, all of a sudden money's going to get poured out again, but I think we've gone so far down the road that that is the formula. That's what it comes down to. You blow something up, you blow it up, okay, put the more money out again. All of a sudden, okay, you start fixing, goes for another few years, does it again, do it again. Now, the wild card is the aspect of, okay, what the heck happens with inflation? It would mean that, that things are even going to get more expensive, and then you'll probably just have some social unrest, because if you were around in the last inflation when inside of the grocery markets, if it ever happened like it did in the 70s, because of the way that the country's set up right now, there'd be insane social problems inside supermarkets. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So you get, when this happens, of course, folks, is that you don't get IPOs pushed out. What you also get is that you have the debt side of the market that's starting to freeze up. And earlier today, you had Santander, which is a consumer bank. They delayed a $942 million junk bond subprime auto credit in the debit markets. And so the way this works, now watch how this works now. So they were pushing out $942 million, was led by Citigroup, and it was part of a $1.3 billion asset sale. So right now, depending where these rates go, this is sitting on their balance sheet also, and we'll see, how this thing shakes out. And that they're not the only ones. Oh, this is interesting. Another car leasing firm paused $900 million in auto leases today. Look at this. That's Automotive Rentals, Inc. I've never heard of those, and yesterday you had Fannie Mae. So there's a lot of them that are getting basically stuck. And what does happen when you get stuck, when a bank gets stuck like this, the bottom line is that at the very beginning, okay, it's not the end of the world, because the pricing out structure would be the pricing out structure of like today, okay? Where the problem comes in is that, and this is what you're going to see everywhere, folks, is you're going to see banks get tighter and standards get tighter. Just like this, overnight. And the reason being is that because the banks don't know how much exposure they actually have, so the quickest way that you could protect yourself is to just stop lending, right? You stop lending. I'm not saying for a long period of time, but if I was a CEO there, I'd just stop flat, figure out where the risk is, right? Then you could basically open it up. But when you stop flat, that also is going to basically hurt a lot of companies, a lot of individuals, all of the above. And I expect that's what you're going to see. Let's go over to Lennar last night, came out with numbers, and they were good numbers, man. So this is really intriguing. Now, Lennar has a huge Florida base. And the bottom line is that it's pretty amazing is that they actually beat estimates, okay? So it's like, you know, you never want to get, I never want to get too excited about the aspect that, you know, you can say that, okay, things are bad, but all of a sudden, you know, at a certain place, they're not. But this was pretty intriguing. You know, Lennar last night, they come out, they did $6.5 billion. They took $2.12 to the bottom line. Let me see if I can get. So, yeah, to the bottom line, they were supposed to do $1.57. They ended up doing $2.25. I mean, that's a big number. Now, the real question is that, you know, how do they get to it? And that's what you really want to know. They had more deliveries. There's no doubt about it. They had more deliveries. So here it is. They see deliveries. They saw deliveries at 60,000 to 65. Now they see it from 62 to 66. So they upped that. New orders, the estimate was 15,800. Now the new orders are 16,000 to 17,000. Deliveries, the estimate was 14,000. They're at 15 to 16,000. And the gross margin, leaving that one up. The gross margin, well, okay, let me show you something here, though. See that gross margin? The estimate was 20.9, and now it's 21 to 21.5. The normal gross margin there is 24%, the average. So that's down 3%. It's not down 3% on a quarter-to-quarter basis, but I watched this pretty closely. So you have the estimate was $1.55. They basically are saying, you know, 212 to 270. It's a big number. These are big numbers, man. So we'll see where, you know, let me just see if it actually shows. Oh, it will. 1 second. I want this breakdown. Because what is happening, okay, just it does. It's $32 billion. They don't have the breakdown in Florida. They're huge here. Because what is happening, there's no doubt what's happening, folks, okay? Meaning where we are in Florida. The amount of folks that are coming in are just unbelievable. And what happens, of course, so this is what also happens. When you come to Florida, and, you know, if you've been here the last 2 or 3 months, even we just got another cold front in. It's amazing out, folks. It's like 67 to 70 degrees. When you come in and it's like this, I mean, there's no doubt that it's just gorgeous. And depending what city you're coming in from, that'll tell you, you know, exactly, you know, how much money you can save and or not save. Because things are getting expensive. Things are expensive in Florida. But the quality of life in Florida is phenomenal. There's no doubt about it. We don't deal with the snow. And in fact, you know what's so wild? So this area here, they grouped this together. Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, okay? And when you look at what has happened across, you know, the United States in general, meaning whether it's the fires, whether it's the snowstorms, whether it's the rainstorms, whether it's the squalls, you know, yeah, we always have a threat of hurricanes, but it seems that since we are in the probability business, when you put two probabilities like this, our deal, now, I'm being prejudiced to right where we are here, because there's no doubt Irma just down below us just destructed billions of dollars. It's pretty good, So we'll see where it shakes out. And, what does happen also, and this is where Lennar, I could see that, bottom line could really do a lot more numbers, is that the wipeout down below us, south, is so dramatic that they will be rebuilding in a monster way. And, what eventually will end up happening is that the rebuilding at some point the homes that are rebuilt are going to be hurricane homes. I build hurricane homes. What a hurricane home specifically means is that you're talking about it's all block. You have a gen rack in it. The bottom line, your windows, your garage doors, everything. So we build here at 140 miles an hour. Now, you can get more than 140. There's no doubt about that. But that's 140 miles an hour sustained winds, not just a wind. That's sustained winds, 140 miles an hour, that the window doesn't even, shouldn't break. So, we'll see where the rest of it goes. But it's pretty impressive that the fact of the matter is that they didn't go down. We take a look at the rest of this market, you can see this market's not in great shape. And we go to the dollar, we take a look at this dollar. What's going to be wild with the dollar is that this dollar, this 106, the 106 to 107, that's the 0.382. We almost made it to a 0.26. We didn't make it yet. We almost made it to 0.382. That's what we got to 105.880. 106, 130 is the 0.382. 107.70 is the 50. So we'll see where this baby's going to go. But this volatility's here in spades. I suspect what we're going to see is that the volatility is not going to stay. This thing is going to basically bring us right into the summer. It's amazing. It's always debt structure, and this time it's the banks again. Okay, different float on it, but that's what it is. And what really is bad trades. The amazing part is bad trades. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow's down 393, Nasdaq's up 26, S&P's down 42. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 463. The Nasdaq is off 55. S&P's down 52. And, one of the Tigers was saying in the den, hey, Tom, would anyone even guess that the Nasdaq's up 1,200 points since January? Yeah, there's no doubt. That was being pushed by the press all over the place that the Nasdaq was so high. Well, guess what? Yeah, it's up 1,200 points, but from the highs, it's down 4,800 points. So it's like, okay, man. Do you remember they were pushing like Kathy Wood, she was pushing that her deal was up so much it was like insane. Let me just see, okay. It's all relative. Right? It's the way you're taking it from, right? We take a look at this ARC. And you know what the amazing part? It is absolutely amazing, though. There's no doubt. Yeah, so ARC is down from $158 to $37. And it's not stopping. This is what's amazing. ARC got in. What's this? Listen to this. This is just unbelievable. So the ARKK, they got in the biggest. This is like a mind blower. That attracted last Friday, folks. Last Friday, ARC got in $397 million into her account. Is that a mind blower or what? That is just unbelievable. And bottom line, I guess if you have a fund and you're getting that type of money in, you must say that okay, I can keep doing what I'm going to do. Because that is just amazing. I mean, that's let me see this. I gotta just see this. ARK. I'm just curious what this market cap is again. Because the bottom line is that she'll be in business forever. People just keep putting money in like that. 7.3 billion market cap. Amazing. It really is amazing, man. Hey, but that's what makes markets. But that is phenomenal. And you know what's so crazy about that? That's nuts. You know what's so crazy about it? So picture, Friday was a bad day for folks that had, if there was money in the Silicon Bank, a Republic Bank, a PacWest, or a Western Alliance. And I suspect some of that was money that was coming out of regionals and going then say, okay, man, I got to go in here. I'm going to just plow it into this. And it's like, the fire to the, you think you're in a fire. Now you're in a real fire. Hey, we'll see where it shakes out, but that's pretty intense. Let's go back to this E-mini. I got to see if we have any volume on the way down. When we started the program, we went right to the 0.618, gave it up at the 0.618. Now the real question is that, how is it backing into this? Because you'll back into the bottom of that where we started from. There was the 38.95. We just hit 39.01, and the volume's light. So we'll see where this shakes out, man. I mean, most times you can look at this just like you look at a daily chart. You broke topside. You back it down. If it backs down with light volume, that's saying, guess what? It can go right back topside. That's how that shakes out. We go into the NQs. NQs, same setup. So the NQs just got down to 12,309. And the bottom of that would be 12,281. See how it shakes out, man. Let's go take a look at a couple of the big dogs. Amazon. What do we have with Amazon here? So Amazon's, yes, still hanging tough. Another one that's hanging tough, that this is going to be, this is NVIDIA. NVIDIA's hanging tough up here. Now, what's intriguing about NVIDIA, for me, is that I know that they've filed a shelf offering that is like an insane shelf offering. So it's like, it's a 10 billion shelf offering that's in there. So it's like, if you are long NVIDIA, you got to be careful, because of the aspect is that I suspect it's just going to be, I can't picture them pushing it out right now because of the aspect that the market's just tough. But that's going to get pushed out. And what's going to happen is that you're going to wake up and, depending on what they push it out at, they're going to push paper out. That's the real bottom line. So we'll see where that shakes out. But that is hanging out there. There are other shelf offerings that are out there right now. That one in particular, yeah, Wells Fargo put a $9.5 billion one out there today. And what does happen, the banks always have them out there, basically, okay? The one that NVIDIA put out is particularly large. I can tell you that. That's what and the gold stocks, when a gold stock puts a shelf offering out, you absolutely know, like by 90%, that's going to come out very quick. That's what that comes down to. That comes out quick as a bunny. So when you ever see a gold company, if they put it out, just beware, because it is fast and furious. There's no doubt about that. Let's go take a look at why Google's moving out here. So Google is staying strong. Yeah, no volume, but bottom line, staying strong. You got Meta is laying enough people off that, when the numbers come in, and when's Meta numbers come in? Meta's doing April 27th. April 27th, they're going to be looking to do $27 billion top line, $2 to the bottom line. Some of these numbers are just unbelievable. Meta's, basically saying that they're still growing at basically 6% in the U.S., overseas about 6.5%, Europe about 5%. What's going to be intriguing with the whole banking crisis, meaning with Credit Suisse and Europe, is that, Europe moves really slow, folks. Switzerland, no doubt, is faster than Europe. That being said, though, as folks are saying, particularly folks that know the banking business, is that who is going to backstop them? And in fact, one of the Tigers was saying, who's going to backstop the folks that basically bail out Credit Suisse? That's a great question. It's like, oh, really? I think this is a market cap of, I'm not even sure. Is it 8.7 billion? It can't be 8.7. I think it's trillion. No, it can't be trillion, right? They have 4 million shares outstanding. I don't know. I think I got to go back to. Yeah, well, those. Yeah, 1 second. Credit Suisse. I'm gonna go over to Switzerland. We'll look at it in Switzerland. Look at that. That's Switzerland this morning, folks. That's how that thing ended. Right there. Down 54. Swiss, well, whatever francs are, at $1.67. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 407. Nasdaq's off 35. S&P's off 45. We're coming right back.
technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's off 451. Nasdaq's down 63. S&Ps are off 52. So now what we have here, folks, is that you have a really, you don't have a rejection of lower price. We take a look at the SPY. Guess what? You really got a sideways move with volume. I mean, you're down 470. You didn't go after the low. You didn't go after the high. That's building cause, man. This is building cause to go after the lows again. This number over here, this one wants to, we know what the larger number is on the SPY, okay? The larger number on the SPY is 331, 319, 331. Now this the way this is set up right now, you had the bounce, but this is building cause. You just smack right dab in the middle of it. We go into the Qs. We take a look at the Qs. They're in a little bit better shape. Yeah, they're in a little bit better shape for sure because they took out the high of yesterday. They're not gonna hold that high, but they have volume. They get 77 million, and that is pushing into a high. Okay, so they're in a little bit better shape for sure. Now they're going into 71 million. We've done 77 yesterday. What you did is you did 73. The high of yesterday, folks, was 297.93, and right now you're at 297.09. These little things you want to keep your eye on. Because when you get fast markets like these, they tell you quite a bit. That's the bottom line. They tell you a huge amount. What we didn't have out here today is that this dollar, didn't break down. So this dollar wants to go higher again tomorrow. And you can see just when it looked like we had the NASDAQ going positive, You could remember the dollar. The dollar was at only up 900 ticks when I started. Now it's up 1,100 ticks. So intraday, overnight, all of the above. Folks, if you haven't joined the Tigers Den, come over to our website. It's only $1 for a year. We got great traders in there. We have a great community. We have tigers and tigresses from all over the place, and it's active. I mean, beyond belief. So it was so cool. It's on your phone, folks, right? You can hear the people going in and out, and I can hear it when I'm sleeping, and I love it. Yeah, beep, 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 beep. I love it. Wow. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. We'll get them, folks.